The first Steam Next Fest 2026 is here. With over 1,000 demos you can play, maybe you find it a little bit overwhelming. So that's why I give several recommendation games that you should play during this Steam Next Fest. We start the list with Dinoblade. Dinoblade brings a wild, hilariously awesome concept to life by asking, what if you gave a young Spinosaurus a colossal greatsword? This intense Souls-like action RPG drops players into a prehistoric world where a cataclysmic event has armed apex predators with brutal weapons, including a T-Rex that literally swings an Ankylosaurus as a club. Behind the incredibly fun Dinosaurs of Giant Weapons hook lies a genuinely challenging, fluid combat system that demands patience, perfectly timed dodges, and calculated parries rather than simple button mashing. Demiurgos offers a fresh, tabletop-inspired take on the classic god game genre, inviting you to take a seat at a cosmic table and manipulate the mortal realm as legendary deities like Anubis or Poseidon. This strategic simulation challenges you to build a thriving religion from scratch by listening to your followers, commanding specialized priests, and establishing custom tenets. The core hook lies in its possible real-time living board arena, where you must wield spectacular miracles to terraform the map while directly competing against rival gods for exclusive celestial titles. Bylina drops players into a brilliantly grim and darkly humorous action-adventure RPG steeped entirely in the rich tapestry of Slavic folklore. The game tasks you with guiding a young hero, recently revived by a mysterious spirit after a premature death, through the mythical land of cities to challenge Kolsai the Deathless and reclaim his immortal soul. The gameplay loop demands mastery of precise, skill-based real-time combat, weaving together dodges, magical spells, and diverse weaponry to conquer terrifying legendary creatures and brutal bosses. Echo Generation 2 plunges players into a striking 80s-inspired world that masterfully blends nostalgic sci-fi mystery with a darker and more mature cosmic horror tone. The game's follow-up expands its universe by introducing a deep, turn-based deck-building combat system that demands strategic card combos alongside precise, real-time button prompts to actively mitigate incoming damage. While the full game will follow a dimension-hopping father named Jack, the Next Fest demo specifically puts you in the shoes of Sister M, an enigmatic psychic child attempting a daring escape from a shadowy FST research facility. Mexican Ninja delivers a fast, loud, and unapologetically over-the-top 2.5D roguelike beat-em-up set in a neon-drenched dystopia where cartel and Yakuza factions have merged into the corrupt Narcuzas. Developed by Mad Bricks, this highly stylized action game tasks you with slicing and dodging your way through randomized chaotic city sectors by utilizing tight combos, a universal parry system, and wild Mexican jutsus to build your ultimate warrior. While the cultural mashup, hyper-violent humor, and the hilarious Way of the Donkey skill tree give the game an incredible amount of personality. Wardrum drops players into a brilliantly unique Fire Emblem meets Parappa the Rapper experience, where deep grid-based strategy collides with primal musical beats. This ambitious 2.5D roguelite tasks you with leading a tribal warband, featuring classes like the Barbarian, Bowman, and Rhythmcaster through a grim fantasy world infected by dark, offbeat sorcery. The core hook revolves around planning your movement on a tactical grid and executing your devastating strikes, environmental trap combos, and unique class abilities in perfect sync with the pounding of a tribal drum to maximize damage and score critical hits. Teeto is a vibrant, nostalgia-infused love letter to the golden age of 3D collectathons, perfectly blending the charm of classic GameCube-era platformers with modern cooperative fun. This demo lets you control an adorable blue blob named Teeto and their bunny companion Nori, as they set out to cleanse a brightly colored world of spreading shadow corruption. The core gameplay loop is heavily inspired by titles like Kirby, allowing Teeto to absorb ordinary environmental objects, such as water, flowers, or bushes, to gain unique contextual abilities for puzzle solving and combat, all while hunting down wildly multiplying mischievous creatures known as Baby Michaels.
Of Ilo still yearn to be whole.
LUCID drops players into a stunning, meticulously crafted pixel art world that masterfully blends the sprawling exploration of classic Metroidvanias with the hyper-fluid aerial platforming of modern precision titles. This action RPG follows a young sentinel named Owen on a journey to heal the shattered, dissonance-torn world of Aiden. The core gameplay loop centers on highly responsive Celestroidvania movement mechanics, where striking enemies mid-air brilliantly resets your jump resources, allowing players to chain together breathtaking Flora's Lava acrobatic combos and devastating crystal abilities in perfect sync with the pounding of a tribal drum to maximize damage and score critical hits. MIGHTREYA drops players into a flashy, high-octane 3D character action game that feels like playing through a blockbuster anime episode. Developed by solo Japanese creator Wazen, a former Devil May Cry developer, this demo follows schoolgirl superhero Rhea and her manager Neo as they set out to livestream their lightning-fast battles against monstrous beings from another dimension. The core gameplay loop centers on highly accessible, hyperkinetic combat, where players can seamlessly string together dizzying mid-air combos, devastating finishers, and a wildly fast homing dash to obliterate enemies while racking up viewer super chats. Sanguis delivers a strikingly gorgeous, hyper-stylized turn-based roguelite experience that serves as a bloody spiritual successor to the acclaimed Other Side. This dark tactical RPG tasks you with commanding a squad of elite warriors known as a Stille, fighting to restore the vivid flow of life to a desolate planet entirely drained by the monochromatic forces of stasis. The core gameplay loop revolves around a deeply engaging timeline-based combat system, where you must anticipate enemy actions, trigger brutal chain reactions, and strategically position your units to exploit environmental hazards and overheat mechanics. Truckful drops players into a wonderfully deceptive, physics-based action-adventure that brilliantly pitches itself as Dredge on Wheels. This single-player journey initially tasks you with peacefully driving a rugged pickup truck through vibrant, picturesque countryside valleys to complete various errands for quirky local townsfolk. The core gameplay loop centers on a surprisingly deep inventory Tetris mechanic, requiring you to carefully balance and pack fragile cargo of all shapes and sizes before navigating treacherous, winding dirt roads. Swan Song offers a gentle, emotionally resonant departure from the intense action-adventure and roguelike titles we typically see, inviting you to slow down and reflect within the intricately crafted gears of a magical music box. This deeply calming puzzled experience tasks you with safely guiding a small, low-poly swan back to its nest by literally composing the level solution. The core gameplay loop requires you to carefully place musical notes of various shapes and sizes onto a scale. Once you turn the music box's key, your custom melody plays, with the notes' positions determining exactly which platforms activate and which paths open to ensure safe passage.
I hope this box brings you some insight into why I acted the way.
Cursed Blood is a brutal, high-speed melee roguelike that stands out for its unique blood punk aesthetic and its unconventional protagonists, vengeful samurai apes. Designed for 1 to 4 player co-op, the game challenges you to master lightning-fast katana combat, where precision is everything. You'll dash, parry, and dismember enemies in a world where industrial machinery meets dark, forbidden technology. The gameplay loop is satisfyingly visceral, allowing you to heal by consuming the blood of your fallen foes and upgrade your gear using blood orbs collected during procedurally generated runs.
Newest delivery hire.
HELLBOUND Inc. is a satirical and rage-inducing precision puzzle platformer that puts a demonic twist on the modern gig economy. You play as an undead courier trapped in a massive fulfillment center recently acquired by Satan, where your only goal is to deliver cursed packages across over 100 handcrafted levels spread through the 7 circles of hell. The gameplay demands a mix of lightning-fast reflexes and sharp problem-solving as you dodge fire-spewing conveyor belts, outmaneuver haunted forklifts, and navigate shifting layouts, all while trying to satisfy immortal middle managers and meet impossible deadlines. Drops Gaiden is a love letter to the 8-bit era, delivering high-stakes tactical espionage through a distinct Game Boy aesthetic that features authentic monochrome visuals and crunching chiptune audio. As Special Agent Ripley, you're tasked with infiltrating fortified bases on a remote Japanese island to neutralize a global terrorist threat across 8 tense covert missions. The gameplay prioritizes pure stealth, challenging you to crawl under vehicles, dodge surveillance cameras, and use the Dreamcatcher device to extract vital intel from unconscious guards rather than relying on lethal force. Voidling Bound is an ambitious sci-fi action RPG from a team of former Skylanders developers that reimagines the monster-taming genre as a high-octane third-person shooter. Set in a universe threatened by a parasitic corruption, you play as a space wrangler who forms a unique neural bond with creatures called Voidlings to reclaim infested planets. The game sets itself apart with a deep DNA splicing and evolution system, allowing you to manually control your monsters in combat while shaping their physical appearance and elemental abilities through branching genetic paths.
Oh my god.
Kritter Defend Together is a chaotic base defense roguelite that blends the high-octane combat of Hades with the frantic resource management of Overcooked. Playing as adorable yet lethal robots, you and up to 3 friends are tasked with protecting the M-Ark, a sentient, chatty spaceship after it crashes on a vibrant but hostile alien world. The gameplay loop forces you to balance your time between exploring procedural biomes for scrap and minerals and rushing back to base to construct walls, turrets, and traps before massive waves of monsters arrive. Eversiege Untold Ages is a hero-driven strategy roguelite that draws deep inspiration from classic Warcraft 3 mods and the MOBA genre to create a unique PvE defense experience. Playing as a Siren, a powerful demigod brought back to life, you must defend Bastion, humanity's last stronghold against relentless waves of evil across 7 intense days. The game challenges you to balance direct action combat with high-level macro management as you rebuild ancient ruins, summon elite troops, and upgrade your defenses in real time.
I summon thee.
The Eternal Life of Goldman is a visually arresting 2D platformer that serves as a masterclass in traditional animation, featuring a world entirely hand-drawn and colored using classic frame-by-frame techniques. Inspired by ancient fables and myths, the game follows an elderly protagonist on a strange, dark mission to navigate the mysterious archipelago and defeat a hidden deity. The core gameplay revolves around a versatile, upgradable cane that functions as both a lethal weapon and a clever tool for traversal, allowing for fluid movements reminiscent of 16-bit classics like DuckTales. Fallen Tier: The Ascension is a breathtaking JRPG-inspired Metroidvania that fuses fluid 2D combat with deep party-building mechanics in a vibrant hand-drawn world. Set in the high fantasy realm of Ra'oa, you play as Hira, a mysterious young boy on a quest to restore balance to a land corrupted by falling gods. The game's standout feature is the Fated Bond system, where you recruit a diverse cast of 22 companions who don't just offer narrative depth, but grant Hira unique Ascension abilities that unlock new paths and devastating tag team attacks. Akatori is a mesmerizing 2.5D Metroidvania that seamlessly blends high-speed kung fu parkour with a unique staff-based combat system. You play as Mako, a young monk tasked with saving her world from the soul-consuming amber storms, accompanied by a mysterious red bird sealed within her mystical quarterstaff. The gameplay is defined by its incredible sense of momentum. Your staff acts as an all-in-one tool for combat and traversal, allowing you to chain aerial combos, vault over hazards, and even glide across massive vertical gaps. The Steam Next Fest demo delivers a generous 45-minute experience across 3 distinct biomes. GRIME 2 is a hauntingly beautiful, surreal, Souls-like Metroidvania that evolves the identity-stealing mechanics of its acclaimed predecessor into something even more visceral. As a formless, an art mimic capable of absorbing the shapes of its victims, you navigate a bizarre, lived-in world constructed from painted nails, giant vases, and anatomical oddities. The sequel's standout feature is the Mold system, which allows you to summon the forms of defeated enemies as summoned allies or powerful special attacks to solve environmental puzzles and crush bosses. Combat is precision-based and rewarding, featuring a refined parry and grasp mechanic, where you use hand tendrils to absorb foes mid-strike. Altered Alma is a vibrant space opera Metroidvania that brilliantly mashes together high-speed cyberpunk combat with deep RPG progression and dating sim elements. Set in the neon-drenched streets of Neo-Barcelona, you take on the role of Jacqueline, a fierce mercenary who must navigate a dangerous underworld to assemble a crew and upgrade her ancient spaceship, the Esperanza. The gameplay is built around the innovative Quantum Blade mechanic, which allows you to teleport instantly to your weapon's location, creating a fluid rhythm of stylish combat and inventive traversal. Planet of Lana II, Children of the Leaf is a breathtaking cinematic puzzle adventure that expands on the emotional journey of its predecessor with a world nearly double in size and complexity. Set 2 years after the original, the story follows a more mature and agile Lana and her loyal companion Mui as they navigate a planet Novo reshaped by the arrival of powerful alien technology that has divided local tribes. The gameplay introduces fluid new movement mechanics like wall jumping and dashing, alongside evolved companion commands that allow Mui to interact with the environment and control alien creatures in more intricate ways. Solateria is a stunning hand-drawn action Metroidvania that places a heavy emphasis on stylish, parry-focused combat in a world teetering on the edge of oblivion. You take control of a small amnesic fire warrior, journeying through a kingdom ravaged by the Shadow Plague to find the primordial flame and the vanished king. The gameplay is built around tight timing and visceral counterattacks. Successful parries trigger the Pyron action, a satisfying time-slow effect that allows you to unleash devastating combos on formidable bosses. So that is the video. Which game catches your eye? Please let me know in the comments below. Thank you for watching, guys, and see you in the next video.